Have you ever stopped to think about what's actually in charge inside your phone or your laptop? It's something you use literally every single day, but you probably never even see it. Well, today, we're going to pull back that curtain.
So who is the real boss in there? You'd think it's you, right? You're the one clicking the mouse, typing on the keyboard, but nope. There's actually a hidden manager working nonstop behind the scenes, making sure every single thing you do just works. And that hidden boss, that master coordinator, is the operating system, the OS. It's the foundational piece of software that manages everything, all the hardware, all the apps, the whole shebang.
Okay, so what does it do? Well, at its heart, the OS is basically a translator. Think about it. We do something simple, like click on a file. The OS takes that simple action and translates it into a super complex language that the computer's hardware can understand. Without it, it's like we're shouting in English at someone who only speaks binary. It just wouldn't work.
A really good way to think about it is like a government for your computer. Seriously, it sets all the rules for every other program, making sure they play nice together. It's also the ultimate resource manager. It decides, okay, you get the CPU for a bit, you get this much memory, and you can access the hard drive now. By handling all that heavy lifting, it lets app developers just focus on making cool stuff for us to use.
All right, so how does this all happen in practice? Let's follow the life of a single program. We're going to see what happens from the second you decide to launch it to the moment it actually springs to life on your screen.
So, it all starts on your hard disk. Before you ever click on that icon, your program is it's just a file. It's a passive bunch of instructions sitting there in what we call secondary memory, basically just waiting to be called up for duty.
And then comes the call to action. The moment you launch that program, a little piece of the OS called the loader kicks in. It grabs that file from the slowpoke hard disk and zips it over to the super fast main memory, what we all know as RAM. This is crucial because a program can only run when it's in RAM.
And this brings us to a really important idea: the difference between a program and a process. A program is that lifeless file on your disk. It's the blueprint. But the second it gets loaded into memory and starts running, bam, it becomes a process. It's now an active, living thing that's using your computer's resources.
Okay, great. So we have one living process. But let's be real. When do you ever run just one thing? We have dozens of things running at once. So how on earth does the OS pull off this incredible juggling act and make it all look so smooth? How does it create that multitasking magic we just expect?
And here's the crazy part. Your computer's brain, the CPU, is amazingly fast, but it can only do one thing at a time, literally one instruction at a time. So how? How are you browsing the web, listening to music, and typing an email all at the same time? It seems impossible, right?
Well, the answer is it's a magic trick, a really, really fast one. It's a brilliant illusion created by the OS called context switching. Your computer isn't actually multitasking. It's just switching between tasks so fast your brain can't tell the difference.
Okay, here's how that trick works. The OS lets your web browser use the CPU for like a tiny fraction of a second. Then, boom, it hits pause. It saves the browser's exact state, like a perfect snapshot of what it was doing, into something called a process control block. Instantly, it pulls up the snapshot for your music app and lets that run for a millisecond. Then it switches again and again and again, thousands of times every single second. It's so fast, it creates this perfect illusion that everything is happening all at once.
But wait a minute. If you've got all these programs being swapped in and out constantly, that sounds risky, right? What's to stop a badly written app from messing with another program's data or even crashing the whole computer?
Well, the brilliant solution is actually built right into the CPU's hardware. It's a security feature called dual mode operation. And the OS uses this feature to act like a super strict referee, keeping all the processes in line. Here's the deal. There are two modes of operation. All of your normal apps, your browser, your games, everything, they run in what's called user mode. Think of it as the kiddie pool. They have limited access and can't do anything dangerous. But the OS itself, the core of it, runs in kernel mode. This is the deep end. It's the VIP section with full, unrestricted, all-powerful access to everything. I love this analogy. Think of it like city traffic. Kernel node is like an ambulance or a VIP convoy with the sirens on. It gets to break all the rules, run red lights, go down the wrong way, to do its critical job. Meanwhile, all the apps in user mode,
They're just the regular cars. They have to follow the rules, stay in their lane, stop at the lights. It's this strict separation that prevents total chaos and keeps your computer stable and safe.
So let's put it all together. When you look at all these different jobs, it's pretty clear the operating system isn't just another app. It's more like a silent partner, this invisible foundation that makes pretty much all of modern computing even possible.
I mean, think about it. It's managing all those processes with that crazy fast context switching. It's acting as the memory police to prevent crashes. It's the librarian for your file system, making sure you can find everything. And it's the diplomat that talks to every single device you plug in, from your mouse to your monitor. It really, truly is the foundation of everything we do on our devices.
You know, from the moment you hit that power button, the OS is the first thing that wakes up. And when you shut down, it's the last thing to go to sleep. And every single second in between, it's there, in the background, just working away, managing, protecting, and making it all happen.
So the next time you click an icon, or tap on your screen, or type a single letter, just take a second to think about the incredible, complex dance happening underneath it all. That silent partner is behind every single thing you do. And it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What would our digital world even be without the operating system?